Ladies and gentlemen, I think some people need to admit they should not drink, they should not be drug addicts. They need to put stuff down because when your whole personality and demeanor changes when you have a drink, then it is time to admit you got a problem and get some help. So, this story that I'm about to go into is a Georgia lawmaker. And she just got relieved of her vice chair position that she had. And she's upset and she's suing. But there is footage of her sloppy drunk out there on the streets. In fact, she passed out on the sidewalk, as you can see in the still shots there. So, a Georgia lawmaker found allegedly passed out on the streets is suing the county for booting her as vice chair. Well, that's embarrassing. You do represent the people when you are a politician. At least you're supposed to. But in America, politicians really don't do that. They don't represent the people at all. So, a former Georgia lawmaker is planning to sue Clayton County for booting her from her vice chair position after she was filmed screaming at medics who allegedly found her passed out drunk outside of a sports bar. Felicia Franklin announced that she is filing the suit after county officials voted unanimously to dismiss her from her position as a board of commissioners vice chair over the September altercation, which was recorded on police worn body cam, according to the wow. Let me just show you the video, y'all. Let me just show you the video. You need to stop. Felicia. You're going to make it worse than what it needs to be. Felicia. Get him out my face. I don't give a Get him out my face. You better. Get him out my face! On him. You better get him out my face! Ma'am, you're about to go to jail. I don't give a Get him out my face! Yeah, you do. You get him out my face! Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, I grew up in a city. And when you grow up in the city, especially in the hood, you will see people like this. I used to live across the street from a family, and not only was the father a drunk, some of the kids in the household were drunks too. And this family used to get pissy drunk and come out on the streets and get into big brawls on the street drunk. And I remember we always knew when this man had his payday. He would come stumbling up the street drunk, and we knew, okay, he got paid today. His wife used to be, oh man, we used to call her Miss Doris. Miss Doris would be fired up mad because, they had a family with four kids and he's out there drinking the money away. She used to be fuming mad at him for coming home like that. But he did almost every single payday. He came home stumbling down the street drunk. And he was one of them people when he was drunk, he would cuss you out. And then one time, there was a trash can turned over on its side. He stood in front of this trash can and cussed the trash can out like it was a person. Now, I mean, we all laughed and got a chuckle out of it, but in a way, it was a shame because at that time, he had a few kids older than me, but he also had a son that was younger than me. And it was a shame because they had to witness their father like that, you know? And like I said, when they all got drunk, they used to be on that street acting a fool. So when I saw this, it brought all of that back to my memory. So this is a lawmaker, Felicia Franklin, down there in Georgia. She was dismissed from her board of commissioner vice chair because of this. This video came out, and it was the police that had the entire thing on a body cam, and it was released. And so she is suing to get her position back. Y'all, you are a politician. If you saw this woman, would you vote for her after looking at that? I wouldn't. I wouldn't vote anyway, but I'm just saying I wouldn't. So she got a lawsuit that the traumatic and unfortunate incident outside of the 404 Sports Bar and Grill in Morrow came after she was drugged with date grape. This is what she said. I mean, it could be true, y'all. I mean, she was in a sports bar. This is what she said happened. The suit claimed that her evening took a turn for the worse, and she was found crying and clearly vulnerable on the ground when the police arrived. So she was down on the ground. But Sergeant Scott Stewart of Morrow Police Department said, "We found no evidence to support that she was drugged with GHB." So she's claiming she was. They're saying she wasn't. He said officers have reviewed security footage showing Franklin walking alone into the sports bar and ordering several drinks. She had probably three and a half, four drinks, then a swig of beer, Stewart told Fox 5. Police claim the footage shows Franklin had three. That's a home run drink that that contained 40 proof Hennessy. Darn woman. Wow. And she also had a glass of wine, a swig of beer. So she had several drinks, y'all. So by the time police arrived, body cam footage showed her lying on the ground outside of the bar. Officers could be seen lifting her up onto a gurney as she remained unconscious before she started screaming, crying, and cussing at the first responders, as you saw in the video. So at one point, Franklin could be seen shouting, "I don't know what you gave me." She could also be seen hitting an EMT in the ambulance and repeatedly yelling at him to get the F out of her face. When the officer told her, "Ma'am, you're about to go to jail," she said, "I don't give an F. Getting him out of my face. Get him out of my face. Get him out of my face." So she also cried, "Don't leave me. Don't leave me," as she was transported to a local hospital where she was transferred to a bed and became even more agitated, calling out for her mother. In the aftermath, another video of Franklin being questioned by police shows cops confronting her with receipts proving that she had more drinks than she initially claimed. "I didn't have five drinks. I had five drinks. I don't remember having five drinks." Oh my goodness. She said in response, claiming the other drinks listed were for other people. Okay, so I'd like to know what other people, because they said they got the video of her walking in there alone and walking out of there alone. So, what other people? Investigators said they could not find any evidence of anyone tampering with her drinks, and claimed a toxicology report found cannabis also in her system. She refused a blood test, but she did have a urinalysis, and wow, she tested positive for cannabis. Wow. So they said the news spread like wildfire about Franklin on October 1st. She claimed she was drugged at the bar, and they're saying no. They watched the video inside the bar. They did not see anybody tampering with her drink. I will be working closely with authorities to ensure that justice is served, and I will be advocating for improved safety measures at events like these, as she claimed. No one should have to go through what I experience, and I want to thank all of you for your support during this challenging time. So she's trying to play up this stuff about somebody tampered with her drink. That's what she's claiming. So, ladies and gentlemen, just looking at that video, I don't know how she going to get her job back as vice chair. I don't know how she I don't know how she going to get that job back. I really don't. So, apparently they took a vote, and unanimously she was voted out of her chair. Additional sanctions and were placed on her in the best interests of the county, citing behavior unbecoming of the position, county officials said in a statement. The resolution notes that the board finds its citizens expect its elected officials to behave in a manner which brings a positive reflection on the citizens, businesses, and employees of the county, and claims that Franklin's action as vice chair are unbecoming of the position. So she lawyered up. I don't know what exactly she's going to win, what she's going to win in this situation. But, one thing, at least she was not behind the wheel of a car. It could have been far worse that night if she had. I guess in the whole grand scheme of things, it was better for her to be down on that ground than behind the wheel, attempting to drive home or and end up wrapped around a pole or possibly killing someone. So, y'all, please tell me what you think about this story. This is absolutely crazy. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.